Very good afternoon, class. Today the topic of discussion lecture is on development of management thoughts. Right? Earlier we have discussed management is an art, a science, or a profession. So we have studied number of characteristics which define art as a subject, which define a science discipline as a subject, and profession. So management, moreover, consists of all the character or major of the characteristics of all these things. It can be considered as a science, but not as per the actual or physical science. It can be considered as art because it's a skill, and depending vary upon from person to person how they handle the how they utilize those tool principles or skills in the actual working condition. And profession is there because it have some professional bodies there like EMA. Then there is a professional set of knowledge we require having a degree, MBA, BBA, other things. So in this way, it acts like both a profession, art as well as science. Next is management of development of management thoughts. What it defines, principle is a basic statement. What it, if is under this lecture, we will come to know about various principles like Fowles, Henry Fowles, 14 principles of management, F.W. Taylor, 5 principles, all these things. So first start from the how the principles of management evolved, the various concepts, various theories given by the various intellectuals. Based upon that, principles of management are framed. So what principle is? It's a basic statement that provides understanding and guide thinking and action. If we say something is it's a principle, these are our principles. Means principle is something, certain statements or rules that guides the individuals and how they can take in a particular, what type of action they can take in a particular situation. That is principles of management. So next is, it is a functional truth that explains relationship between two or more sets of variables under a given situation. It is a functional truth. What it explains relationship between two or more sets of variables under a given condition. Right. So another one is, it is a basic element of management theory that helps in predicting what would happen if the principles were applied. Right. It is a basic element of management theory that helps in predicting what would happen if the principles were applied. आप कोई प्रिंसिपल अप्लाई करते हैं और उसके बाद आपको ये पता है कि इसे अप्लाई, जैसे प्रिंसिपल ऑफ प्रिंसिपल्स एक स्टेटमेंट्स है कि भाई आपको यहाँ के रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस हैं, कुछ प्रिंसिपल्स हैं, ऐसे बात की जाती है कि आपको यहाँ पर 9 o'clock पहुँचना है, 9 o'clock आपकी क्लासेस स्टार्ट हो जाएंगी, देन अप टू 5 PM तक आपको ये टाइम टेबल फॉलो करना है. तो देयर आर सर्टेन गाइडलाइंस and about which you can think and accordingly you can take action. Then this statement principles define that a person who is having less than 75% of attendance will not able to take that sit in the examination, or a person who will not submit its all internal assessments part will not be evaluated properly. So there are principles. So it's a basic element of management theory that helps in predicting what would happen if the principles were applied. So they are not rules, so are not rigid. But ये rules की तरह पक्के नहीं होते, but somehow ये हमें action और guide करते हैं. So the principles may be modified to suit the situations faced by the managers. Principles को हम suit कर सकते हैं, modify कर सकते हैं ताकि वो हमारी situations के according हम उसे manage कर सकें. अब भाई एक principle बना दिया है किसी ने कि you have to report your immediate boss. First of all, you have to take the permission of your immediate boss before going to leave in the organization. अगर इमीडिएट बॉस एब्सेंट है तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि अगर जब तक वो नहीं आएगा आप लीव पे नहीं जा सकते. वो एक प्रिंसिपल है, एक स्टेटमेंट है, आपको फॉलो करना है. या आप एक्सक्यूज या एप्लीकेशन दे के जाएं कि छुट्टी पे जाने से पहले आप एप्लीकेशन दे के जाएं. मान लीजिए आपको इमीडिएटली छुट्टी घर पे जाके लेनी पड़ गई और आप नहीं इन्फॉर्म कर पाए पहले, तो क्या छुट्टी कैंसिल हो जाएगी? नहीं, आप तब इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहे हैं, एट दैट टाइम इट विल बी कंसीडर्ड. In this way they are not rigid. So now next part is, what is management theory? It is a systematic grouping of interrelated principles. Whatever the principles, the statements are there, when we intergrouping those statements, those can guide our actions and make our thinking about certain things. This grouping of those things in a systematic way leads to the formation of management theory. So its task is to bring together significant knowledge and to give a feedback, right? It supplies guideposts for action. It enables managers to approach for various problems systematically. The theory is based on certain well-defined concepts. So all these things are a characteristics of your principles. His guide, supports, theory, bring together for significant knowledge, enables managers to approach for various problems systematically. A theory is based on certain well-defined concepts, right? And a concept, what is concept? Is a mental image of a thing. अभी आप कहते हैं कि concept is get clear to you. It means you have some understanding, some picture is start forming in your mind about them. If I am saying concept about uh, what about you say software like window, how to operate a window. A training session is once given, like now you know how to operate window or Microsoft Office. But a person who doesn't heard about it, once you given them training and then you analyze the concept get clear, you ask, it means he has a mental image of a thing formed by generalization from particulars. So by making generalizations means कि उसको प्रैक्टिस में लाना, उसको बार बार यूज करना, उसको एकदम से इजी बना देना, ताकि वो अगर बुक्स के कंसेप्ट्स को हम बार बार पढ़ते हैं और अप्लाई करते हैं तो इसका मतलब वी आर ट्राइंग टू जनरलाइजिंग इट इन वेरियस सिचुएशंस. ठीक है, वी आर ट्राइंग टू properly utilize it, generalize it so that they can be properly understand it. Next is, so need for management in principle. Why this need arises? The need and importance of management principle is highlighted below. इस पर्पज से मैनेजमेंट प्रिंसिपल्स की नीड को हाईलाइट किया, टू इंक्रीज एफिशिएंसी in the organization, to increase efficiency by providing guidelines to managers, right? How it increase efficiency? By providing guidelines to the managers. Another one is to crystallize the nature of management with the help of considerable body of knowledge of management, right? To train and develop managers. How? Because there is a body of management, body of principles or knowledge body is there, which consists of various methods, procedures and principles, and this is quite necessary to train future managers. To influence human behavior, more important thing is, if you able to influence someone, आपके पास बहुत अच्छे स्किल्स हैं लेकिन आप लोगों को मोटिवेट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं कि वो आपकी बात को फॉलो करें, आपके पास बहुत अच्छा प्रोडक्ट है बट यू आर नॉट एबल टू convince the people that they should purchase your product because of such and such benefit. It means these principles or these management theories are quite helpful in influencing human behavior. So principles provide broad generalizations which help in effective handling of workers. To improve research, why we require, so that new challenges faced by the organizations, by the management can be explored and they can be controlled at an appropriate manner and at a right time. So with the help of sound management theory, research may be undertaken to expand the horizons of management knowledge. अभी बहुत से नए concepts evolve होते हैं या हो चुके हैं, वो research के basis पे ही. To attain social objectives, better products at lower prices will be made available to the society. If there are effective principles, there are effective methods to do certain things, No doubt we will be able to produce more with the similar inputs or less inputs, more outputs will be there, and it will serve to the society in a better manner by providing them good and efficient products at cheaper prices in this way, right? Nature of management principles. The principle of management have the following distinct features. First one is general statement. Yes. So general statements. The principle of management have the following distinct features. They are general statements because derived out of experiences and analysis only. Whatever be the principles we will going to follow or study, they based upon certain experiences and analysis only. So that's why they are acts like a very general statements. Then is dynamic guidelines. Management principles changes with changes in environment. That's why we are saying it is dynamic. Dynamic is means that changes with the changes in the situation, with the changes with the change in the environment in which the so management principle change with the changes in environment in which the organization exists. Right? Next is based on situations because management principles vary upon situation to situation. So application of management principle depends upon the specific situation faced by the manager. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप कहें कि भाई हर सिचुएशन में आपको रिपोर्ट करना है. लेट्स से मार्केटिंग पीपल मार्केट में काम करते हैं, ठीक है, मार्केटिंग कर रहे हैं. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि उन्हें हर हर सुबह 9 बजे रिपोर्ट करना होगा अपने ऑफिस में. अगर उनके पास कोई कॉल है, लीड है, तो वो सीधा कस्टमर के पास मार्केट में मिलने जा सकते हैं और बाद में आके रिपोर्ट कर सकते हैं या फोन टेलीफोनिकली इन्फॉर्म कर सकते हैं. So based on situations, these management principles acts like. Next is these are careful application. Because management principles are relative and not absolute laws, so must be applied carefully. Absolute laws वो होता है जैसे law of gravitation है, ठीक है, न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ मोशन है, ठीक है, या न्यूटन लॉज ऑफ मोशन है, या देयर इज एन इक्वल रिएक्शन टू एवरी एक्शन, देयर इज एन इक्वल एंड अपोजिट रिएक्शन टू एवरी एक्शन. दिस इज एब्सोल्यूट लॉ. ये हमेशा हर कंडीशन में एक्ट करेगा, ऑलमोस्ट एक्ट करेगा, राइट. बट मैनेजमेंट प्रिंसिपल्स आर रिलेटिव. अब मैं कह रहा हूं कि you all have to be there is a situation one student is not able to attend the class because there is a network problem. So if before considering him or her as absent, we have to go into the depth that why he or she is absent continuously. There may be another reason. Or like if student has to report to the class at 10 o'clock, suppose not be late than 10 minutes in the class, but somehow student is reaching in the examination hall 10 more than 10 minutes late, तो इट डिपेंड अपॉन द इंडिविजुएटर, वो अलाउ कर सकता है. मान लीजिए ऐसी सिचुएशन आ गई है दैट ही और शी मेट विद एक्सीडेंट, बट इन दैट केस so management principles are relative, very upon depending upon person to person and situation to situation, we can mold them in their application. So careful application is required there. ये नहीं है कि हमें पक्के तौर पे जो चीज कह दी गई वैसे ही कर देनी है या करेंगे, जरूरी नहीं है होगा ऐसा, क्योंकि एब्सोल्यूट लॉज नहीं है ये. इट मीन्स यूनिवर्सल एप्लीकेशन का मतलब ये है कि इट मीन्स मैनेजमेंट प्रिंसिपल्स आर applicable to business organizations, social, whether it's a social organization, whether it is a political organization, religious organization, and other non-profit organizations. We can apply to all types of organization. No one, no, there is not any organization which can say that we can manage ourselves without the knowledge of management principles. हर किसी को मैनेजमेंट प्रिंसिपल्स की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है और वह उसी के साथ उसे यूज करता है, ठीक है. तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि मैनेजमेंट प्रिंसिपल्स की हेल्प से इसे समझा जाए. So our next, how this management principles develop, or over a period of time, how this develops. There is a person, Henry Ford, right? Father, he has given 14 principles of management, and by following these 14 principles, it was very beneficial for the organizations at that time and also today's, that they work efficiently, they respond better to the needs of the organization as well as to the needs of the employees. So overall efficiency of the organization goes rise. So Henry Fayol, he was a French industrialist and developed his concept of administration, which was based on his experience. अपने experience के base पे उन्होंने ये सारे concepts तैयार किए हैं, जिन्हें हेनरी फ्योल्स के principles के नाम 14 principles of management के नाम से जाना जाता है. So these are 14 principles of management propounded by him, were discussed in detail in his book published in 1917, and that book is known as Administration Industrielle et Generale. It was in French at that time, earlier than later on translated into English. It was published in English as Journal and Industrial Management, with the title Journal and Industrial Management in 1949, and it widely considered as a foundational work in classical management theory, right? So it laid the foundation of that work, foundation of the management principles. So for his contribution, he is also known as father of general management. The question arises as a knowledge or in form of MCQs, who is father of general management, that is Henry Fayol. Now, principles of management by Henry Fayol. This table represents the 14 principles given by, proposed by, well discussed by the Henry Fayol. The first is division of work, second, authority, third, discipline, fourth, unity of commands, fifth, unity of direction, sixth, subordination of individual interest to the general interest, remunerations, all these things. Eighth, centralization, scalar chain, 10th, order, 11th, equity, 12th, initiative, 13th, stability of tenure of personal employees, 14, esprit de corps. So we will discuss all of them one by one. First is division of work. What this principle says, that the whole process or whole work can be distributed into a small number of activities, and they should be arranged in a logical way so that each person perform his part, his assigned work only. Like in the case of your assembly line, car assembly, line, what happened there? Like a person who is fitting engine on the chassis will fit the engine only. Another, then it move further to the in the assembly line. Then there is a installation of upper part, body of the car, then doors, and then seats or other things, then upper parts, then at the last, then wheels or other things, then there is the last doors are fitted into the car. So whole process is the uh, assembling the car. So for that assembling the car, the various the whole task is distributed into number of different activities in a logical sequence. तो उन्होंने ये एम्फोसिस किया, अगर ऐसा किया जाता है तो ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव होगा, वो एफिशिएंटली अपना काम कर पाएंगे. नेक्स्ट वन, पहला प्रिंसिपल क्लियर है? एनी डाउट? इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट प्लीज रेस्पॉन्ड इन द चैट बॉक्स. इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट अबाउट इट, so please respond in the chat box. Next is, any doubt? I am waiting. If you have any doubt, move to next. Okay. Next is authority and responsibility. क्या इसमें एम्फोसिस कर रहे हैं कि देयर मस्ट बी अ बैलेंस between authority delegated to a person and his responsibility for being liable in case of deficiency in his performance. Like someone is, once you join the organization, you will be assigned with one authority. Like you can be appointed as a management engineer trainee or trainee engineer TE, or you may work under one your boss manager. Although any position you will require, but ultimately you reach up to the team leader or manager or other things, then there is authority associated with you. That authority also reflects certain responsibilities. If you do not follow that responsibility, any deficiency on that part of your performance, you will be liable to respond regarding it. So if authority and responsibility balance should be there, no one can excuse others that this work has not been done properly. Next is discipline. Third principle is discipline. Means according to Fioll, discipline requires good superior at all levels. According to him, if there are good superiors at all levels, clear and fair agreements and judicial application of penalties will be there. People will be evaluated fairly. There will be a judicious application of various concepts, and there must be a penalties if someone not follow the task properly. Right. So next one is utility of command. Unity of command means कि एक बंदा एक एक सिंगल बॉस होगा और वो हर बार उसी से ही ऑर्डर रिसीव करेगा. इसका इनका what they mean is that there should not be a confusion regarding instructions given and instruction imposed upon any person. If a person does not know to whom he has to report, what will happen? He will never be sure what to do and how to whom he or she will go for any consultation if there any problem arises. So according to Fioll, there should be one and only one boss for every individual employee. That is the thing. So unity of command is an essential management principle because it leads to the following benefits. क्या benefits मिलते हैं? अब let me focus on it. It makes authority relationship clear, authority responsibility relationship clear both to superiors and subordinates, right? Orders issued to subordinates are clear. सभी subordinates को पता होता है कि कौन उनका बॉस है और उन्हें क्या orders दिए जा रहे हैं. It helps to fix responsibility. हर बंदे को पता होता है कि उसे क्या करना है, तो इस तरह से उसकी responsibility fix की जाती है. It eliminates frictions, clash among superiors. Superiors will not it will not create any kind of friction between superiors. Why? क्योंकि कोई कहेगा कि मेरी बात नहीं मानी, फलाने इंडिविजुअल फलाने एम्प्लॉय ने मेरी बात नहीं मानी, पर यूनिटी ऑफ कमांड होगा तो पता होगा कि Mr. Aman will respond to Mr. Sudhir. Sudhir is a boss of Mr. Aman, right? So Mr. Sudhir will never complain, or there is another manager, Mr. Raghav. Mr. Raghav and Sudhir are manager. There is one employee, Aman. Aman has to respond always to the Mr. Sudhir. But Raghav will not have any clashes if there is a unity of command. If that is not there, a contradiction will be there. That Aman might be not clear to whom he will report. So it eliminates frictions, clash among superiors. It makes relations harmonious. Harmonious means अच्छे, fruitful, खुश मिजाज, फलते फूलते. तो लोगों में अगर क्लैरिटी होगी, कोई क्लैश नहीं होगा, नो डाउट वो एक दूसरे से खुश रहेंगे और रिलेशंस बढ़िया रहेंगे. So next is unity of direction. So these things we will discuss in the next class. If you have any doubt, please ask the question. These are the question. Any doubt?